Now that they have seen a little bit more of Cerberus and what they did in game number 1. Looking at game number 2 for match number 1 between Cerberus on blue side and RRQ on red side. Again, a little bit of a similar blue-red side dynamics here across the board from game number 1. But seeing as how these two teams are going to be interacting with each other, it is going to be apparent that looking at Cerberus, the damage variety here on Taku, Meliodas, is very good because they do have AD damage. They have physical damage. They also have magic damage with BMM on the Sage, as well as Genza and Duckbee. And of course, the same meme comes from League of Legends PC all the way to Wild Rift. You never want to chase a Singe here. So Cerberus actually can get Chaz to be in a toxic cloud, and if he's not able to blow up BMM, it's going to be a hard time for Chaz here, because we did see that exhaust is going to be on Genza, and they do have the ability to at least mitigate some of the damage by 30% at least when Chaz decides to jump in.
Yeah, that's going to be one thing I really want to watch out for later on when the fights do begin. But at least for this laning phase, things are going to be pretty much calm and steady. At least for some of these lanes, though, Genza is going to get focused on a little bit. And now they're going to have an opening here to allow Duckbee to get a belly flop onto Exosin, but that is not going to be enough damage there. Hopefully enough intimidation on that lane here to keep them from pursuing this tower dive, but still, it looks like Duckbee will still be able to get a recall in. In the meantime, though, Helios going to get surrounded on both ends, and not long for this will is that Ari First Blood's going to be conceded yet again to CES. Not quite the start I think the RRQ was looking for.
Cerberus, Meliodas goes up to the skies, drops the hammer down, and immediately takes out Helios from the game. Helios is going to come back with the Lost Chapter. We do see that Hyde is unaware of Meliodas. Meliodas is in it, goes for the Shock Blast with the Hyper Acceleration Gate, goes to the skies there to get a little bit of a spot here. Chaz is going to be nearby, not going to be able to commit to the fight, but I don't think he's going to be going into it. I don't think he's going to get anything out of it. Over the mid side there, Orbit Deception comes out, hits on two. As Viper here is out of his lane to try to affect with a roam here, because Gragas actually left the lane to leave Viper and Genza to fight it off against each other. Exosin and Genza to fight off against each other.
Yeah, I mean, this is a roaming Singe, and Gragas is just constantly prowling around the Rift here, trying to find any champions just a little bit out of position and hopefully be able to punish them for that. And for RRQ especially, they really need to try to get some trades here, because they've already conceded 2 kills so far to CES, and that's already going to put them a bit behind now in this early game phase. It's not exactly what they would be looking forward to. Well, Taku trades somewhere hella high, but that's going to force Chaz to come out now to bring in the stun. Oh, Taku is going to finally eat the dirt now that Hyde finally is able to get one up onto him. But is there going to be more depths on the cards here as we continue to see the Singe? Then Gragas still roaming around that river here, but still not able to get any.
Now that he's already at alt weight.
Oh, he's keeping his eye out for the prize there. Taku is going to try to get some damage down to the Hyde, but Chance just waiting for Taku to be out of position. But no, Viper comes into the mix now, so it's a 3v1. Taku gets burst out yet again here. The Renekton not having a good time at all this top lane. Now, Duckbee comes in a little bit too late to save his buddy, but at least going to keep some presence in this lane. But that might be the kills that RRQ might be looking for, and they're certainly identifying some weaknesses here onto the Renekton.
Hiding under the shroud of the black mist here from Viper actually allowed Chaz to be able to come in and stay hidden. And I do like the fact that Hyde was actually baiting it. Oh, Showstopper right to Meliodas.
Yeah, Meliodas tried to bounce Exosin away from the turret, but didn't quite nail it down. The burst damage comes out, but it's not enough to stop Exosin in his tracks. He still gets recall anyway. Chaz and Viper picking up the blue buff now. So are they already thinking about objectives? Because the Dragon is going to be coming out soon. But look at that, Duckbee, Meliodas, and BM around the corner. They've already opened up the ward now, and they definitely have spotted RRQ, who just only got the blue buff in the nick of time and was able to peel away. Against Duckbee in the middle now, they have their eye are on
actually going to be moving
a couple of their champions down towards the river, and that might meet up with the Singe there, along with the Gragas. So perhaps a big another fight coming down for the Dragon now as they all collapse onto it. Chaz going to be forced to jump out of the pit, and Viper and Helios forced to try to hold their own here, while CS continue to try to hold their ground near the Dragon pit, but now they'll be forced out of the pit here. They managed to get a nice route there onto the Ari, but Helios is still able to leap forward now and continue to chase CS out of the way. No objective for them this time. RRQ gets that first Drake.
Very nicely done there. Chaz was able to get that zoning done because of the help of Viper and Helios. Now they're going to be able to get quite a bit of pressure here. I do believe that the Herald is going to be opened up in top side, if I'm not mistaken. So this could be an opportunity for Cerberus to get their turret as well.
Yeah, I mean, the top side has been very weak so far for Cerberus Esports, and Taku definitely will be able to benefit a lot if that tier 1 turret is just taken away there, and you wouldn't have to worry too much about Chaz hiding in that dark mist. But in the meantime, though, the rest of the RRQ are just coming out of the rift right now.
He's going to be
looks like
rolling
they're
in. Looks like the fight is about to begin. BMM already has a barrier up. He's going to try to aim it onto Viper. Viper attempts to try to get away, but gets caught out in the middle and gets taken down. And Senna's out for the count. RRQ, unfortunately, wasn't able to hold that turret as Shelly did manage to get her charge. So now that's a tier 1 turret down in the middle, and CES solidifying their lead.
Right, Viper there being taken down for the count, operating on the Senna, was going to be the main target for Cerberus. 4-2, one turret in favor of Cerberus compared to RRQ. Not too big of a chain, not too big of a valley of disadvantage that RRQ are in, but if this keeps up, the valley is just going to get deeper and deeper in favor of Cerberus.
Oh no, Hyde, you gotta run away because there's so much damage coming your way. Melodis and BMM a good gang at the bottom, and meanwhile on the top, they're gonna aim in on Taku. Good jump there by Exocet. That's gonna be able to take down the Renekton for sure. Duckbeat still able to step away, but not much you could do in that situation. Morgana trying to come in, see if she can try to defend the tier 1 turret, but with 4 people from RRQ already having the eyes set on that prize, that tier 1 turret will fall.
Something to note about here is the fact that itemization is going to be slightly skewed towards Meliodas. He does have the Black Cleaver alongside with the Serrated Zerk.
Going straight for the Infernal Dragon, this could be huge for them, and they're able to pick it up. But RRQ, given their very narrow window of opportunity, they need that Dragon really in order to maximize the use of Chaz. But no, Viper's going to get caught up in the middle as the rest of the CES collapses onto RRQ's line. They already took 2 kills right out of the bat. Even the shield from Exorcist will not save him that time, as CS completely mops the floor on the Dragon Pit and will get the reward in the form of the Infernal Drake's buff.
Alright, so working out wonders here. Both teams now being able to secure buffs for each other, a slight kill advantage as well as a goal advantage favoring to the side of Cerberus Esports. I do believe that also the 3 turrets working in favor of Cerberus actually opens up the map in a huge margin, and RRQ right now are playing it a little bit more gingerly every time they go into the jungle, mostly because that Cerberus do have quite a bit of opportunity to either build some of this priority here and make members of RRQ lose out even more. And I'm thinking that Meliodas is there, BMM is there. There's not much mobility aside from the 3rd skill of Viper, which is on a fairly long cooldown here.
Oh, watch out, Chaz, though. He might get caught up in the middle. He's trying to jump away, and he has just realized that he has been in their midst all along. Good shot there, but that's not enough to keep him locked down. Helios is going to try to get in the mix, though, but Exorcist, he's still able to survive this. The rest of the RRQ move in, but they're not able to collapse onto CS. They're afraid of this. They're afraid of the counterattack, and look at that. The wave is just going ahead and roll through their entire lineup, getting the double kill now for the Renekton, and this might be the opening that they need to get into the base. They're already moving in. Exorcist is going to get taken down, and with those pickouts out of the way, all of RRQ are deleted from the map, and CS will massacre this entire base, taking out the Nexus and securing CS the matchup win here with 2 games in their hands.
I knew I should have just voted for